Good afternoon, Christian, UCW. Ma'am, it was mentioned before na po-pull out yung security nyo at papalitan. Meron na po bang update dito? Tsaka sumulat po ba kayo sa iyong peer release?
Yes, wala pang update doon sa pull-out and replacement. Nag-aantay kami sa Armed Forces of the Philippines kung kailan nila gagawin yon. Yes, nagpadala ako ng letter sa Chief of Staff ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. Meron lang akong mga nilatag doon na mga requests. Pinakauna doon is hindi na kami tatanggap, hindi na ako tatanggap ng replacements. So kung magtanggal sila, hindi na nila i-replace. Iwan na lang nila kung ano yung maiwan, and kung wala mang maiwan dahil tatanggalin nila lahat, I already said that I will seek security arrangements outside of the Armed Forces of the Philippines already.
Parang private na, mag-outsource na kayo. I mean, kasi normally naman, di ba, pag Vice President, may naka-designate dyan from the AFP, from the PNP. So, dahil nga, yun nga, may pull out, and so, ang plano nyo para mag-outsource na kayo from...
Yes, we are exploring private security services. Yes. So, my husband, ma'am. Huh?
Would that be construed as a private?
No, because there are professional security services. So that's not considered as a private army. And I do not know if these individuals are allowed to bring guns. So that makes them less of an army, ma'am, kung wala silang baril. Hindi ko alam yung sa professional security services, but that is one option that we are preparing for in case there is a pull out of the entire security detail from the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Initially, I asked my husband, and then he said that he'll make arrangements.
Out of pocket, ma'am. How much are you estimating for that?
Well, wala pa kaming we have not requested for proposals yet from service providers. We have not requested a proposal yet. So, but I think only Filipino organizations or agencies are allowed that kind of service within the Philippines. I think, Mama, I do not know. But I know that they are Filipinos, yes.
Do you feel secure?
No, I don't.
Children?
No, ma'am. No. But, no, I do not feel secure. As I said, that there's always been bias because when we see, say for example, DOJ, iniimbestigahan nila yung press con, pero hindi nila iniimbestigahan kung bakit kami umabot doon sa press con na yon. Iniimbestigahan nila ang threat ko, no, pero they've not ever investigated threats against me, which are all documented, but we do not give them the information because we don't trust them at all.
That's two questions right there for you.
Ma'am, kasi sabi po ni mga congressman po, ma'am, kasi parang contrived lang daw yung threat ninyo. Parang it's just an imaginary threat. Like for example, si Asidre nagsabi na imaginary daw yung threat ninyo, unlike doon sa sinasabi na threat daw yung inyong threat to the First Family and Speaker Romuald. So what's your take on this po? Kasi parang dinidismiss po ng mga congressman na kayo po ay nagkaroon ng threat sa inyong buhay. Parang sinasabi nila, hindi naman, parang imaginary lang yung threat ni Vice President as opposed to sa sinabi niya doon sa press conference. What's your take on this po?
Yes, we have documents, sir. We have screen caps, we have photos, we have police blotters, we have everything on file. But I never talked about it before because I felt na it was part of my job as Vice President. You get that, aba? So, and it does not affect my work. So all the more that it was inconsequential for me at the time. But right now, seeing that they are picking out words that I said and making a case out of it and saying that these are threats. So I think they should start with, where is this coming from? That is the question that they should ask themselves. But I don't think they'll ever ask that of themselves. So we'll just move on to the cases and the impeachment and whatever will come in the new year.
Ma'am, do you regret saying or making such threat to the President and the First Lady and the Speaker?
No, ma'am. Buti na yung alam nila, ma'am, na pag namatay ako, hindi talaga ako, I will not die in vain.
CP, you mentioned the 2028 presidential elections, that all of the attacks of the Marcos government till now is all connected to 2028. And the last time, a sitting vice president, a very popular sitting vice president, was investigated for corruption allegations and refused to respond in the public forum. Natalo po siya sa elections, and I'm referring to former Vice President Judge Marbilay. Ma'am, are you concerned that your enemies would be able to turn public opinion against you and it will hurt any potential plans of you running for president? You're leading surveys as early as now.
I've not seen the recent surveys, but yes, that is what they are trying to do, turn public